Hello everyone, welcome back to the Tableau tutorials. In this video, we are going to see that how can we change the appearance of the map visualization in Tableau. There are a number of things which we can work with in the map visualizations. So what are those things and how it helps to make the map look more visually appealing? It is exactly what we are going to see in this particular video. So let us start. This is the map, a filled map that we have created. It shows us the colors on the basis of the profit. The states with the red color are showing a loss or a lower profit value, and the states with the green color are showing a high profit value. So this is what we have got. Now let us see what all customizations we can do. So we have this map option available in the Tableau that helps us to work with the map customizations. We have already seen the background maps option, in which we can use these different options to just set the way how our map looks. Now let us talk about this edit locations. So what is this edit locations? This is a menu that helps us to edit some of the locations, right? Now what happens is we just took state names as the constraint to show on our maps, right? Now what it did was that it helped us to pinpoint the different locations on the map, the different states on the map, and Tableau automatically took those states and all those names were correct, all those locations were correct, because the data was of United States, and by default United States is fixed in Tableau. Like you can see, the country region is fixed to United States. However, if we had the data of any other country, let's say suppose we had the data of India, so all the state names of India would give us errors. They would not be pointed up to the locations because the country name is fixed to United States. In that scenario, if the country name is not United States, what you need to do is go to this country region option. Over here you need to select your particular country. Suppose I select India, so you have to select your country and select that particular thing, and then all the discrepancies would have been removed. But since in our case the data is from United States, so you can see as soon as we change the country, all the states are changed to unrecognized, because in India these states are not recognized. So we can just change it back to United States like this. Okay. Now what it gets is automatically it takes the state province as state, and what it does is it takes the data and matches with the location that is actually present, as you can see. So the data is correct, that's why it is able to match it. Suppose we just change this data to, suppose instead of Wisconsin we have WIS only, so in that case it won't be able to match it to the location. In that case we had to explicitly provide the value. So all these things we can just provide through this edit locations option. Okay, and we can click on OK over here. Next option we have is the map layers option. So map layers option is an important option. As you can see, soon as I clicked on map layers, this dialog box appeared. We can change the way our map looks over here. Like we can change the view of the maps to streets, to outdoors, to satellite, whatever we want, but normally is what I'm going to go for. Then we have this wash out option, so it washes out all the background and only the state that has been colored would be shown to us. If you want that, you can just go with it as well, but I'm going to keep it at a 72% so as to get the basics of the behind. Or what I can do is just keep it at a 0% because I want to work with these map layers. These are the different map layers that are available, and you can toggle them to get the best view possible for your data. Like we have a base. If we just uncheck this base, so that blue portion that was available would have been gone. If we just uncheck this land cover, so all the land cover that was being shown would go off. Then we have terrain or the coastline. Suppose you want to view the coastline, so this coastline is now available for viewing. Just like this, you can change these different things. Like you can turn off the country borders or the country names that are being shown. The state names, you can turn on the water labels. So when you turn on this water label, so you can see North Pacific Ocean has been labeled over here. You can uncheck that and that would have been gone. Then we have points of interest. Everything just like this you can toggle. Then we have the data layer. Suppose you want a particular data for US. Now this only works for US because Tableau is created by a company that is based in US. So this data is only specific to US. Like you got the population data, you got the households data, and varying datas like about the age, the median age of the males, median age of the females, the population, the ratio, etc. Everything is present over here. So suppose you don't have any data, so how can you create a map out of it? You can use this kind of a data, like suppose you want out of a male female ratio, right? So this is giving us the information for the male female ratio. We can just remove this profit column from here, and now we are getting the male female ratio. Let's also remove the states from here. Okay, so just the male female ratio data is being shown to us. So this is how you can create maps. Okay, let's just check it all because we don't want it, and just set the data layers to no data layer. Okay, so this is how we can work with the maps. Of course, you can once this zooming is unsetted, so you can just use the spin option to set the zooming back to whatever you want. Now let's talk about this was all about the field maps that you need to know. Similar things we can do with the symbol maps as well, right? We also have a map window over here, so all the options that we just saw now with the field maps, you can use them in the symbol maps as well, but that's totally your choice. Suppose what I'm gonna do is just remove the segment from the colors option, and what I'm gonna do is suppose I just don't like this colors like this. Okay, I'm not liking this shape, I want some other shape, so I can just select these shapes. Like I can select any shape that I want, but of course every shape is not going to look good on a map, so you have to select the shape that looks good, like this. If you just select this to a map, it will change automatically to a filled map. The symbol map would change to a filled map. Okay, suppose you just want the text, so you have to get something in the text. Suppose you want the sales values in the text, so just the sales values are now shown to us. Okay, simple text could also be there. Suppose you want a pie chart, and now if you just get the segment into the colors portion, now what we get is as soon as we change it into the pie chart and got the segment into the colors option, we are getting the different segment distribution in the form of a pie chart, right? So let's see how can we create it. Actually let's just remove all the values that are not needed, such as the sales value, like this. Okay, sorry, we can get the sales amount as well into the labels option, like this. Now if you just zoom in, let's get some state like Washington. Okay, so we are getting that they are almost equally distributed in Washington, the three segments, but in the case of the state Wyoming, here we are just getting the home office segment. Similarly, in South Dakota, there is an equal distribution, almost equal distribution with the between the consumer and the corporate segment. No home office segment is being shown here. In North Dakota, there is a consumer and the home office segment with the amounts you can see in the labels. Okay, so basically this tells us about that how the different segments have been sold over in the different states, right? This is the information about the segments. Suppose we remove the segments and get anything else like the subcategory. So there are various things that are available in a subcategory. That is why we are getting this kind of a pie chart. If we just zoom over any state, like suppose Nebraska, let's just go zoom in a little bit more. So as you can see, we are getting these different values over here. You can just hover over them to get their individual name and the total sales that were given over there. So this is the kind of a distribution that is only possible in the case of a symbol chart. It's not possible in the case of a filled map chart or a map visualization. And this shows us that how the data is distributed. Suppose you don't want this kind of a distribution, you want just a simple shape, you can go to the shape option, and from here you can just select any shape that you want, right? Let's just remove the subcategory from the colors. Let's just get the sales into the size. So this would be the different size of the shapes. And also what we can do is suppose get profit into the colors. So this would give us the different colors for the different profit values. It would tell us that which states are giving us a profit and which states are not, or which states are causing us a loss. Like here in this Texas, we are getting a fair amount of sales, but also it is loss that we are getting from this particular state. So this is the characteristics of both the maps. This is the customizations we can do in both of them, and that's all about the maps in Tableau. Thanks for watching this video.